Hello, my name is Nombuso Thobela, a mathematics educator. Today we will be solving for x. Let's say we have x squared minus x minus 20 equal to 0. The first thing that you must ask yourself are the coefficient of x squared. What's the coefficient of x squared? So the coefficient of x squared is 1. And the coefficient of x there is -1. And then now what we must do in order for us to solve for x, we need to factorize. So when we factorize here, since here we are having a -20 and then there we're having a -1, those numbers are very key. So since here we've got a negative sign and there we've got a negative sign, it means our x values will be positive and the other one will be negative. Since a positive sign multiplied by a negative sign, we get negative. So that is why our x values must be a positive number and a negative number. Therefore, now we continue. We need to find two numbers that must give us a product of -20, and those two numbers, when added together, they must give us a sum of -1. So now let's see. We need to find the multiples of 20. Let's find the multiples of 20. So the first one, as you can see there, it's 1. What number can you multiply 1 with to get 20? Is 20. And then we try 2. How many times does 2 goes into 20? It goes 10 times, which means that 2 times 10 is equal to 20 as well. So those are factors of 20. And then we can try 3. If we count in 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. We didn't count 20, which simply means that 3 is not a factor of 20. So we leave 3 out. Therefore, we try 4. We can count in 4. How many times? It's 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. So we count 5 times. So those are the factors of 20. And then now, therefore, like I said, that since we're having a negative number there and also a negative number, it means one of our x values must be positive and the other one must be negative. So as you can see, 1 times 20, remember I said the product must be -20, and then the sum must be -1. So now let's find the product. If we say -1 times 20, that will give us -20. But then let's find the sum. -1 and 20 will give us 19. So we don't get a -1. It means we cannot use 1 and 20 as our factors in this equation. And then now we move to 2 and 10. The product of 2 and 10, -2 times times 10 will give us -20. But then the sum of -2 and 10, if we say -2 plus 1, sorry, -2 plus 10, that gives us 8, not -1. So we cannot use the 2 and 10 as our factors as well. But now let's try 4 and 5. If we say 4 times -5, we get -20. That's correct. And then now when we say -4, or let's say +4 plus -5, +4 plus -5, we get, okay, so that's 4 times -5 we get negative 20, and 4 plus negative 5, we get negative 1. So it means those factors are correct. We can use those ones. Then now we're moving on. So we're gonna have our first bracket, or open our first bracket, then write x plus 4 plus, we open the second bracket, it's gonna be x minus 5. So that means that x is equal to minus 4, or x is equal to 5.